Here are 5 of my favorite online businesses that pretty much anyone can start and anyone can make money. And these are completely online, so you would be able to do this from anywhere and completely on your own. I'm gonna do my best to try to explain each business to you and help you get started. I'm also gonna answer the 5 following questions. How much money do I need to get started? What kind of skills do I need to get started? How difficult is it to succeed? How long will it take to make money? And how would I personally do it if I was gonna do this business? If you guys have been watching my channel, you know that I don't make fake promises. I'm not gonna tell you that you're gonna start making $10,000 a month without putting in any effort, the easy, lazy way. That's not what I do. There are a lot of other videos that you can watch if that's what you like. Also, you know that I try to give you original, unique, creative business ideas and information that can truly help you and actually give you real, tangible information that you can apply. So I hope you enjoy these, and let's begin. Number 1 is a lead generation website. This is where you build a website where you're basically mimicking a business or a service. Let's take plumbing, for example. You rank it very well on Google, and then when you start getting calls, which are called leads, you basically just sell those leads to another real business. And that's the basic concept. You don't need much money to get started. All you really need is web hosting, but you need to be really good at building websites and SEO because you want to be able to rank the website better than your competitors. So people start calling you instead of them. So then you can sell them those leads. How difficult it is, it really depends. You gotta research your market, research the businesses and services in your area. You don't want to get into something that's too competitive because you want to rank your website higher than them. So you start getting those calls and you can start getting those leads that you can sell. How long will it take to make money? Well, it really depends on how long it's going to take your website to rank and how much business there is, how much demand there is, how many people start calling you. I would give it at least 6 months to a year to start seeing some kind of traction. Like I said earlier, you have to be good at SEO. You have to build a really great website, and then you'll be able to start seeing some success. How would I do it if I got started? Well, I would research my local market. I would try to find interesting service businesses that are not too saturated or too competitive, that have some demand. I would create a website that would basically be called plumbing in Chicago.com, let's say. So I would be very specific. I would build out a really good website. I would put a ton of information on it. I would do my best to rank it on Google. And then when I start getting calls, I would find a company that's willing to work with me and I would sell them the leads. Simple. Number 2, a dropshipping store. I do this business. It's a great business. You just have to avoid the gimmicks. You don't need much money to get started. All you really need is Shopify, which is about $30 a month. You need some skills. You need to know how to build a website. You need to understand how a professional website or a professional online store is supposed to look like. Some SEO knowledge is helpful, how to market products, how to promote products. If you've ever sold something on eBay or Amazon or even Facebook Marketplace, you're definitely ahead. The difficulty comes in finding that great product or product category to sell. And this is very difficult, and there's a lot of misleading information out there. Here are a few things to keep in mind. Don't go for cheap, junky products. Avoid Alibaba. You have to find local US suppliers. You want to find products that are at least $100 retail, so then you can make some profit. Typically, you want to stay with smaller, lighter products because if you go with big, heavy products, they're going to be more expensive to ship and you'll be covering the majority of those costs. And try to go for giftable products. People generally don't return gifts, so you're not gonna have that much in returns. How long will it take to make money? Well, it really depends. You have to find that great product or product category to sell. You have to rank your website, and then once your website is ranking and getting organic traffic, then you might start getting some sales. I would give it at least 6 months to a year So don't think it's gonna happen overnight. You have to put in some effort and some time into making this work. How would I do this business? Well, the way I do it now is I found my product category by simply going on Google and researching a bunch of different products. I found something that I thought was a really interesting product category that was going to grow over time, and it wasn't very saturated. There was not that much competition. I started building out my website and I started contacting these local suppliers to be able to sell their products on my store. And that's how I started doing it, and that's how I recommend you guys do it too. Number 3, a social media manager. Oh man, social media is so much more difficult than I thought. All you need to do is you have to find some companies, a local business, anything like that, and offer to do their social media, because social media is a full-time job. Even basic stuff like posting something generic once a day, you really need someone that's on it pretty much like 24/7. You don't need a lot of money to get started. All you got to do is hustle, find those customers. You need some basic understanding of social media, maybe some graphic design, some keyword research, a basic understanding of the business that you're serving. It's not that difficult to get into. You don't have to overthink it, and you don't have to make it complicated. You don't have to be a social media genius. There are millions of businesses that are not yet on social media, and they would love to just have a basic social media presence with even the most basic content. They just need someone to do it. If you go out there, hustle, find some businesses that you can work with, offer them some basic services, then you can probably start making money very quickly. All you got to do is start small, build up your knowledge about social media, and then move on to bigger, better clients once you're better at what you do. If I was going to do this business, I would approach local businesses in my area that don't have any social media presence, and I would offer them some kind of basic package. I wouldn't oversell myself or anything like that. I would just let them know how important it is to be on social media, and I would just help them do basic social media, basic posts, nothing complicated, and I would work my way up and expand from there. Number 4 is selling digital products on an online marketplace. You don't really need much money to get into this. All you really got to be is creative and do some research and find interesting products that you can sell. You don't necessarily need any special skills, but maybe some design skills, some research skills, some kind of creativity will definitely help. How difficult is it to succeed? Well, it's a pretty competitive market, but you can always find something unique. You can sell all sorts of digital files. They could be images. They could even be music files. They could be templates. Use your imagination and create interesting things that people would be interested in buying. How long will it take to make money? Well, you can probably start to make money pretty fast. If you come up with a digital file that's interesting, let's say it's an image of something, it could be a list, it could be an Excel file, it could be a music file, it can be anything creative. If you hit on the right product that people want, you can start to make money right away. How would I do it if I wanted to get started today? Well, I would create a store on Etsy, and I would try to come up with really interesting and creative quotes and sayings, maybe look at current events and think of really cool, fun things that you can create. And I would sell image files of those sayings and those quotes. Number 5 is to be a content creator. Oh man, there are so many possibilities. You can do a blog, you can do a YouTube channel, you can post on X. Whatever you want to do, it does not cost any money. You just have to be creative. You just have to figure out what is it that you like doing? What is it that you're good at? What do you have experience in that you can share with other people and offer value? The most difficult part with this, I would say, is to be consistent. You want to keep doing it for a long period of time. It's never going to work if you just do it once or twice or 3 times. Be consistent, put out content, and give it at least a year or 2 years to start seeing some kind of results. And if you start getting traction, you can start making really good but passive income. How would I do this? Well, I'm doing it on YouTube here, but if I was gonna start something new today, let's say I would post on X every single day about a specific topic that I knew, that I understood, that was very interesting, and I would keep it specific and niche and consistent. I would engage with other users, and I would give it at least a year to start seeing some payoff. I hope you guys enjoy this. Go out there, start your online business, and I'll see you in the next one.